In the quaint, seemingly innocent neighborhood of my childhood, a shroud of mystery and fear hung heavy in the air, a spectral presence that refused to be ignored. The tale I'm about to share unfolded when I was merely 12 years old. A spring day in Georgia, alive with the cacophony of dogs barking, birds chirping, and bugs screaming. While perched on the tailgate of my father's truck, waiting for a friend, the lively symphony of sounds abruptly came to a halt. The sudden silence was deafening. As I scanned the area, seeking the familiar sights of birds or dogs, I was met with a void. Turning my gaze back to the street, my eyes fell upon an enigmatic black form, a misty, shapeless entity, seemingly traversing from one neighbor's yard to another. As I watched, spellbound and terrified, a whisper of disbelief escaped my lips. "What the hell is that?" Eerily, it seemed to hear my query, halting its movement and turning towards me. Its formless body thickened, presenting an uncanny semblance of a human figure. It was a standoff that felt like an eternity, my heart pounding like a war drum in the silence. Just as the entity began to move towards me, a familiar voice pierced the silence. My friend was calling for me from further up the street. A brief moment of distraction, a wave of my hand in acknowledgement, and when I turned back, the entity had vanished. Abruptly, the sounds of life returned, overwhelming me to the point of tears. When my friend reached me and saw my distress, I recounted this supernatural encounter. Her face paled as she confessed to having had a similar encounter at her own house. She too had been frozen in fear until her mother's call for dinner broke the spell. That day, we chose the safety of a movie marathon over the mysteries of our haunted neighborhood. While I never encountered the misty form again, I believe it was not the last of my paranormal experiences. In summary, our tale takes us back to a spring day in Georgia where the silence of a lively neighborhood heralded the appearance of a mysterious, shapeless entity. Its confrontation with a 12-year-old boy led to a chilling encounter only to disappear when a friend arrived. This entity was not just a figment of imagination, as the friend too had experienced a similar encounter. Though the entity never reappeared, its spectral presence left a lasting impression. A haunting memory of the neighborhood that was once my childhood home.